mid-1960s, when Glenn Stoller purchased some farm ground near Kentland, Indiana, he could probably already see an opportunity for generations to come. Soon after Glenn purchased this land, his son Dan moved to Indiana and began putting to practice the sound business principles and hard work ethic he'd learned from his father. By 1989, Dan and his wife Deb had been blessed with 2 daughters, Amanda and Leah, and 2 sons, Evan and Jesse. As the family grew, Dan recognized the importance of teaching his children the 3 F's: faith, family, and farming. By keeping faith, family, and his farm as his focus, Dan was able to provide his sons, Evan and Jesse, and his son-in-law, Dana Neiman, an opportunity to continue the legacy of farming into a 3rd generation. As these 3 young men became equally involved and committed to the farm, they recognized the need to form a partnership that would carry them into the future. Thus, Heritage Ag was born, with the blessing of having the guidance and support from their father, along with the knowledge and wisdom of 2 generations of successful farming. Heritage Ag is now dedicated to being a leading producer of grains and oilseed crops, using the leading technologies and stewardship practices you'll learn about here. At Heritage Ag, our farming practices reflect a thorough understanding of the progressive science and level of stewardship behind keeping all soils healthy year after year. We are consistently learning about, testing, and adopting new farming methods, which come with the assurance of increasing our soil's productivity and overall land value for our landowners. In addition to keeping a carefully trained eye on the fertility and drainage of our soils, we also work to make sure the overall condition of the farmland is conducive for excellent yields and long-term soil health. Our land management services provide our landowners with a complete set of solutions to increase the value and productivity of their land. Vital services such as surface and subsurface drainage, specialized fertility programs, and land improvements of every kind can add up quickly to make an important and positive difference in the productivity and value of each acre of land. These services provide a level of care we think is important for those who require the very highest standard. By combining both the practical and long-term approach to profitable land management ideals, Heritage Ag is able to stay in the forefront of the best land management practices in the industry. And more importantly, it makes us good stewards of the land. In addition to having the distinct opportunity of growing up watching his father Dan develop his own successful farming management practices, Evan earned his bachelor's degree in ag management from Purdue University. Evan also brings to Heritage Ag the valuable experience of his work in a soybean seed production facility. Evan currently oversees Heritage Ag's agronomics, accounting, marketing, and drainage and tilling operations. Heritage Ag's crop production and conservation practices are designed to maximize the efficiency of all inputs that go into raising a crop, with the goal of obtaining top production yields on every acre of ground we farm. We use planting and fertilization methods like variable rate technologies, which allow us to eliminate waste by carefully controlling the input rate of seed and fertilizer. Our GPS guidance systems allow us to control the traffic on our farms, which leads to less compaction of the ground, which leads to better drainage and better yields. Add to this our seed stock production and cover crop capacity, it's easy to see that production and conservation are key priorities at Heritage Ag. There's just nothing quite like the anticipation that each new planting season brings with it. In addition to the fresh rains, cool mornings, and the smell of spring everywhere, the fields just seem to open their arms and welcome another great season. The success of the planting season is determined in part not only by the advanced science built into each seed we select for our farms, but by knowing how to properly place each seed for success. Important variables such as ground temperatures, cold germination seed tests, moisture levels, and whether or not the frost has bitten the ground for the last time must all be considered very carefully when taking the planters to the field. Having spent the winter months refining our crop plan, tillage program, pest control program, and fertilization program for each piece of ground we farm, the day comes when it's time to put the tractors and planters to work. With an associate's degree in Ag Equipment Management, Jesse's duties include quality control, GPS and variable rate technologies, mapping, a complete oversight of the planters, as well as business research and development. In addition, Jesse brings to Heritage Ag the value of his off-farm experience at a grain and hog operation in northern Iowa. At Heritage Ag, we have the privilege of working with a variety of clients and business professionals. We've tailored our entire platform of services to meet the high standards established by those who work with companies like ours. We have the scale and flexibility that uniquely qualifies us to be a leading choice for farm managers, landlords, and ag businesses of all types and sizes. We are very thankful to have personal, one-on-one relationships with each and every one of our clients, with whom we enjoy a stable, transparent, and growing relationship. And in addition to our primary goal of providing excellent monetary returns, Heritage Ag invests further in our clients by providing them with helpful, real-time information, which they've come to expect from Heritage Ag. At Heritage Ag, we understand the importance of having the right tools to do the job properly. It's for this reason that we invest in quality equipment with a track record of dependability, efficiency, and cutting-edge, state-of-the-art technology. And because our business strategy requires us to set the standard in proper equipment utilization and care, we maintain a unique focus on keeping our equipment clean, repaired, and in perfect working order. From his own ag production service business in Sterling, Ohio, Dana brings to Heritage Ag many of the necessary skills required to build a successful farming operation. Dana manages Heritage Ag's storage of seed, chemicals, and equipment. In addition, he also oversees the grain handling and storage facility, the entire shop operation, as well as the maintenance and repairs of our equipment. Harvest, a special time of the year in many ways, and one which we look forward to all year long. After months of warm summer sunshine, indispensable rains, and a constant eye on every acre we farm, the time comes to get into the fields. At Heritage Ag, we believe the success of a farming operation is never more in the spotlight than when the crops begin to come out of the fields and the yields begin to come in. It's that critically important time when all the strategy, the planning, and the hard work begin to pay off in measurable ways. As the combines work in harmony in the fields and the crop makes its way into storage, the sun begins to set on yet another rewarding growing season. Another season in which Heritage Ag has been made stronger and more effective by what we've learned from yet another successful growing season. At Heritage Ag, we understand how hard people work for their money and how important it is to manage that money in a responsible way. As stewards of everything that's been entrusted to us from our Heavenly Father through the past 2 generations, we at Heritage Ag work extremely hard to treat every acre of ground we farm in a way that provides the most valuable, profitable return possible. And we'd be honored to work with you to make that happen. We hope you found this presentation helpful. If we can answer any questions you have about Heritage Ag, or if you'd like to talk to us about helping you reach your ag-related goals, please get in touch with us. Thanks again for watching.